Good morning, dear students. Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start finally SST, that is chapter 1, Economics Development. Before going ahead, let me know what's the meaning of development. How many of you are knowing what is the meaning of development? Any one of you? Okay, in a very simple sentence, we can say it, the positive growth is known as development. Okay, the positive growth is known as development. In this chapter, total 7 topics we will learn. Fine. Or we can say development is a process that create growth, progress, or positive changes. Fine. So this is known as development. For example, a girl needs equality in society. It is development for that particular girl. A labor needs all 6-day works and high wages. This is development for that labor. And what could be development for you children, those who are going to attempt board exam this year? काश इस साल बोर्ड का पेपर इजी आ जाए, है ना? So these are development for you people. Got it? This is development. That's why we can say it, development goal is different for different people. Is it clear? So different person can have different development goals. What may be development for one may not be development for other. It may be even destructive. How? So let's take an example. I will explain it through an example. Suppose in one place government constructed a dam. Clear? This dam is good for urban people. Why? Because of this, the people who belongs to cities or the urban areas, they will get easily electricity, water, employment, है ना? The life would be easy for them. But in another hand, the people who are living surrounding the river or living nearer the river, they have to leave their place. They became homeless. That's why we can say it कि जो एक डेवलपमेंट हमारे लिए हो सकता है कि किसी और के लिए वो डेंजरस हो जाए. A question arises, do all of the person have the same notion of development or progress? Obvious no. With this example we explain कि no, है ना? Now let's go ahead with next topic, that is income and other goals. But before going ahead, I would like to tell you one thing, that is, through this discussion we found development depend on two things. One is material things and another is non-material thing. है ना? Material thing, money, and through the money we can buy all the things. We can purchase car, factories, facilities, or whatsoever we want for our facility. A non-material thing, non-material things are freedom, equality, respect, etc. The one thing is we cannot purchase this non-material thing with money. Got it? So our next topic is how to compare different countries and states. Very simple. जो कंट्री ज़्यादा इनकम है ज़्यादा डेवलप्ड है, जो कंट्री कम इनकम है वो कम डेवलप्ड है. Wrong. This concept is completely wrong. How? I will tell you. Since beginning we are continuously hearing that USA is a developed country and India is a developing country. No doubt, per capita income is the means most important factor to count a country as a developed or developing. But rather than these, so many other factors are also there. Let's see. So how we measure this development? Very simple, by its income, because money is the only thing through we can purchase anything. But not only income, है ना? What it happen, हम सोचते हैं कि जिस देश में ज़्यादा इनकम है वही है, but we not take the complete income, we take average income. and this average income is known as per capita income. Now how we will count it? Very simple formula is there. Average income of a country is equals to total income of a people divided by number of people. Again, average income of a country is equals to total income of a people divided by total number of people. Got it? This is average income, and this average income is known as per capita income. For comparing country, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. ठीक है, greater income is considered to be one important goal. Fine. So let's see, the country that has $12,736 per capita income is considered as a developed country or rich country, and less than 1045 are considered $1045 are considered as a poor country, and India's per capita income is $1570 according to year 2013. It means 90% countries are rich country, but there is a drawback of this per capita or the calculating of this per capita income. What could be this drawback? Drawback is per capita income, it hides disparities. Fine. The per capita income, it hides the disparities. How it hides? Let's see. For example, we will take two countries, country 1 and country 2. Country 1, where every people earns 4,000 to 6,000 rupees. Okay, I am repeating, in country 1 every people earns 4,000 to 6,000 rupees. It means resources and money is distributed equally. But in another hand, in country 2, 90% people earns 5,000 or less than 5,000 rupees. Only the 10,000 people are there who earns more than 50,000 rupees. Okay, 90% लोग 90% people earns very less, and 10% people earns more than 50,000 rupees. Then after the per capita of income is equal of both these countries. That's why I told it is the biggest drawback of per capita income. It has disparities. Fine. So development of a country depends on per capita income, freedom, health, education, and security too. You know, children, some countries have more than $12,700 per capita income, but no security, no freedom. That's why they are not considered as a developed country. For example, you can take Middle East countries, Southeast countries, or Asian countries. These are not considered as a developed country. The biggest example in front of us is what? Syria. They had a lot of money, but without freedom, without education. है ना, वो कितने पिछड़े हुए लोग हैं. That's why it is not considered as a developed country. Got it? So tomorrow we will continue with next topic. Till then, stay home, stay safe. God bless you, children.